What's up, y'all? We back again. Actually, this is gonna be the first. It's gonna be the first actual content I did like this. I posted on my YouTube. So
All right.
I appreciate y'all for checking out the ones I did post. Um, if you don't know me, it's Young Flood. Um, just follow the Instagram. I'll drop the Instagram at the bottom. I got a good guy here, man. I appreciate, to be honest, for this to be the first actual content like this.
That's
I
special.
appreciate, yeah, I appreciate you
It's the
being,
first one?
yeah, I
I like
appreciate you
it.
being that.
Nah,
So
for sure.
that's
That's
love.
special. For
So
sure.
introduce yourself, bro.
Shoot. I'm Salt. My mom's name me Alex, so you can call me either or. I'm from here, from Columbia, originally from Fayetteville. Shout out to 26. Um, I'm into a lot of cool things, but I do music, I do clothes, you know what I'm saying, and I manage a little shop. I'm not even gonna downplay them like that. I manage a shop on a day to day. Maybe put some respect on the name. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
The people that don't know, really, I'm doing this just to really just get a lot of the stuff that I like out there and the stuff that I feel like a lot of people don't really maybe like talk about or have a space to talk about certain things, just about the culture. Whether it's sneakers, music, art, anything like that, man. This is just something that I want to be able to invite people, or just like sometimes I'm gonna do it by myself, just to talk about like random things, different topics, just to I feel like get out there and help people learn more about different things. So what got you into doing music?
What got me into doing music? I think it's probably not a one word or one. It's a couple different things, right?
Okay.
One, I've always been a fan of music. I've been listening to music, all types of music, since I've been a kid. My parents are from Charleston, the Charleston area, so I don't know if people know that, but down there it's called the Holy City. It's a lot of churches. So I grew up in the church a little bit, a lot of it, not even say a little bit, a lot of it. My mom was always playing gospel early. I had a lot of that influence. My pops is a little bit older than her, but he would always be playing old school oldies and things of that nature. So I had that too. It's just crazy. When I was younger, I didn't care for any of the old school music. I used to hate when he used to play it on Sundays. Like, why are we listening to this? Like, you know what I'm saying? But now I'm at an age now I appreciate it. Like, I could go and play it, and it's just normal to me now. But when I was younger, I wasn't a fan. But to add to it though, like I said, I've always been listening to music. Growing up, I think pop music had a lot more influence at the time. So I remember like NSYNC and the Backstreet Boys and things of that nature. But still, also listening to Tribe Called Quest, and just kind of listening to a bunch of different things, hearing a bunch of different sounds, to the point where I got around, I want to say 17 or 16, one of the two. And I was like, yeah, I've always been pretty good at writing. Um, so, and I'm classically trained too. I forgot to mention that. Like, I used to play piano growing up, and I was in band from middle school to my sophomore year. So I have classical training. Like, I know how to play instruments. Well, I did. I don't know what I know now. I had to try it again. But yeah. So all that coupled, I got to like age 17, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna write. Well, I had always been writing raps. Let me not lie. I had always been writing raps, but I would never record them. So I got to a point where I was like, I met somebody. Well, my best friend. Bless you, bro.
Appreciate it.
He also does music too. But it just got to a point where it's like, yo, bro, let's record a joint. So we recorded a record. And it's just like something like, yeah, we trying it, but it wasn't nothing like I was taking serious. I kind of put it down. Got to, I want to say, the end of my senior year in college, or right after I graduated college, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna do a tape. So I did a tape, and if you've been listening to me long enough, you know what I'm talking about. But if you don't, it's fine. You don't need to know what it is, because it's honestly terrible. It makes me cringe at this point. But it's to the point where when I dropped it, people were actually rocking with it though. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like that kind of like, oh, all right. I mean, I always knew I could write, so I could write regardless. It's just I had to figure out flows and things of that nature. So I did a tape back then. It was called Four. It stood for Freeing Old Records. One of my best friends from growing up in high school, he was basically picking old beats for me to freestyle on. So that's like the whole concept. So that's what I was doing, he was trying to get me just experiment with different flows and things of that nature. Which, like I said, at the time, I wasn't at the level that I am now to where I felt like I caught it the way I needed to, but I think it paid dividends on the back end to get me where I'm at right now. So, like I said, I did the rapping with that, kind of put it down, but then I just moved back here, and then, like I said, my best friend who also does music, Cash to God, we started doing tapes together because we didn't have many things to do. So a lot of times we would just be cooking up, just rapping, and from there it just kind of just became a constant thing to where I don't know how many projects I've done at this point now. I could figure it out, but done a lot of music in this point to where, like I said, we just dropped a project on October of last year called The Rise of Salt Wing on all DSPs. But yeah, like I said, it's been a journey with music, man. Hopefully that answered that question. That was a little bit long-winded, but hopefully that answered that.
Nah, man, that's good. That's good. That's letting them know.
Yeah, I like to get
More
full
about you.
answers. Yeah,
That's,
I like
and
to
that's
get full
I'm the
answers.
same way.
Yeah.
So with as far as like, because I know you said some of the influences. Would you say, because as far as sneaker wise,
Yeah.
have you been in the sneakers longer than you've been
Oh, for
making
sure.
music?
I feel like it's kind of they hand in hand.
Okay, because
I don't want to sit there and say one was before the other.
Okay.
Because I feel like they sit at the same table in a sense. They go together. But I've been in the sneakers for a long time. Like I always tell people like I've been an athlete, so you know like that kind of is essential to is what we do. So I've been in the sneakers for a long time, bro. I don't want to say one was before the other.
Okay.
So yeah.
What was your favorite sneaker? I mean, your first sneaker.
My
not your favorite.
first sneaker? Did I? At what point though? Because it's a.
I guess, because most people say like, oh, I remember having these Jordans when I was a baby. I don't.
So
we're not gonna count those.
Far.
We're not gonna go to count those. What was the first sneaker? I guess you could say was like you of age.
Mm-hmm.
You like, all right, I got these.
Okay.
Whether somebody got it for you or not.
I think it's two. It was a pair of not questions but Iverson answers.
Okay, and with
So
the little thing on the front, yeah.
So it was a pair of those. Cause I had both the zip up one and I had the slip-in. I had two. And they used to have on the bottom it had his face, but it was like metal.
Yep.
So that I remember because I was in elementary school, and then it was the Cherry 16s, I believe. I had those in 5th grade, and I wore those things with everything. So I remember that. Because that one sticks out a little bit more because at that point, Jordans weren't what they cost now, but they still were at a higher clip. And my parents were just like, yo, if we get you these, like, we not getting you no other shoes. And I was like, that's fine. So, like, I got pictures, like, I think our class picture, like, I had on, like, the outfit was trash, but I had on, like, a red, white, and blue shirt with some jeans, and I had them joints on. But I love those shoes, bro. Like, I love those shoes, bro. Like, with the cover or without the cover, it ain't matter.
It had
But Cherry 16, yo.
Now that I think about it, do you ever remember like on like back in the 90s on like TV shows or whatever?
Yeah.
Like most of those kids, they had the same shoe throughout like the whole season.
Yep.
So I guess that was, that was just really
Cartoon,
showing.
yeah, for sure.
It was really showing and portraying.
I ain't mad at it.
Because it was the truth, man.
I ain't
if
mad
you
at
if you
it, bro.
had to, I grew up with multiple siblings, so
Yeah.
I wasn't getting Jordans. It was too many of us. If everybody wanted Jordans, that'd be like over $1,000.
Yeah,
Nobody,
for sure.
Nobody's paying for
For
that.
sure.
So I had to get in where I fit in.
Yeah.
So I was getting like dunks and
Yeah.
like I remember Air Force 2s.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I had Air Force 1s. I
Yeah.
had some Jordans every now and then, but like if I got a Jordan, like you said, I had to make sure it was something that I really liked. And it really I was like, I gotta get something that go with everything.
Yeah.
Because shoot, we ain't got that much and I wanna wear those the most.
Nah, for
So
sure.
that was I could definitely understand that. I think my first I wanna say my first sneaker that I was like, all right, I really love these. It was some dunks. It was, I don't even remember what like, I don't know if it was SBs or just some regular dunks, but it was back in like 2008, 9, I think.
Yeah.
So it might have been some SBs.
Okay.
But they were black. They weren't. They kind of looked like the ugly duckling joints, the orange and the green.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like that material. It was all leather, and it was like, I was like, man, these are different.
For sure.
I'm gonna rock these.
For sure.
And when I went to school, I was a little nervous because I was like, everybody out here wearing Jordans. And like I said, I couldn't get everything at the time.
Yeah.
So I had them on, and they was like, oh, them joints hard, them joints hard. And I was like, okay. I felt like, everybody hates Chris. That boy be going through that. So I felt like I had one of those moments.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, we up,
For sure.
we straight.
For
So
sure.
that's when I guess I developed my own little thing. It was like, all right, I ain't really worried about what they got going on. If I can, get something that I like and I make it look,
For sure.
and that's it.
For
So, that was like my first sneaker moment. How long would you say you've been doing like working with sneakers?
Working with sneakers? Like from a W-2 standpoint, or just like working as
before that, did you like, I don't know, can you say like resell or anything? Did you do anything like that?
Nah, I never really was. I'm so much, like I said, I've been around it so long. I ain't never been a reseller. Like, I mean, I've resold shoes. I'm not gonna sit there and act like I haven't. Yeah. But as far as like that being my thing, like I'm buying a shoe to resell, like just that type of clip. Nah, okay. Man, because like I said, I grew up in it, so it's just like that wasn't never the thing. Like reselling shoes at the level that it is or has been is more of a recent thing. You know what I'm saying? Like that wasn't back in where I come. Like when I grew up, that wasn't the thing, bro. Like you ain't really reselling shoes. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you was wearing your shoes.
Exactly.
Bro. So, but far as just being, because what was the question again? I want to make sure I answer it.
How long have you been working with sneakers?
Working with sneakers, shoot, bro. Honestly, it's kind of I don't know the total time, bro. But I've really been in retail since I've been like 18 years old, off and on. But I worked at pretty much all your favorite sneaker stores to an extent. I worked at Finish Line. I worked at Champs. I worked at Academy Sports at a point in time. I do what I do now, and I've been there for like almost coming up on 5 years. So I say probably maybe on and off close to 10 or somewhere around there.
Okay. So you've been in the game.
I got some skin in the game.
Yeah. so being deep, especially working in the sneaker industry, because I've been in and out working at sneaker stores too.
For sure.
Because you just said the resale thing is recent.
Yeah.
So, and I can agree with that. Within like the past, honestly, since COVID, it was kind of up there a little bit before COVID.
Yeah.
But after COVID, I feel like it kind of spiked up.
It did. It definitely did.
So how would you feel like? How did you feel like? Some pros and cons of it before, and of it now.
So with that, I think when it comes to reselling, just based on what I do now, it's a part of what we do. So I'm not gonna ever knock it, you know what I'm saying? Because people it's creating opportunities for people. So I'm not knocking that, you know what I'm saying? I just think it's ways to conduct it in a way that doesn't, I don't know what word I want to use, but doesn't put people at like a disadvantage. Because I feel like a lot of times, I get you got to make your money back, but it's like, y'all, I've seen crazy situations where when Yeezy was at its height, people were paying $350, $400 for some slides, and it's like, that's a $75, $85, like that's crazy. So it's just like, I get it. I'm not mad at anybody getting their money. You know what I'm saying? Resale is a part of the business. It's a part of what we do. Even before it got to this height, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's stores that, any store, they buy so much things, so they can't sell, they don't sell through everything. So that product has to go somewhere. So it's just a part of just the like, really just a cycle. But at the same time, it's like you said, I don't think before a certain period of time, you wasn't like, oh yeah, this person's a reseller. Like I don't think like now people can be like, oh yeah, I'm a reseller.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think that was a thing 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 years ago. At least not heightened. It probably it was a thing. People were doing it, but at the height that it is, it wasn't like back then. So it's like I'm not mad at it. I'm for anybody to get their money. I just don't like it when people be taking a crazy advantage over people who might not be in positions to really spend that money, but because they want something so bad and they have that fear of missing out, that they find a way to spend that clip on it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I said, I don't think it's also cool too when I used to see. I don't see that as much now. And like I said, keep in mind, I'm not knocking anybody, so I hope nobody takes this as a shot. But like when I used to see people post, they have 100 pairs of one shoe, and they're like, yeah, man, y'all can get these for this amount of price at a premium. And it's just like, that's not cool to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because like it's people that really want those shoes and can't afford what you're charging them for, and because you know what I'm saying, got them from whatever, and they're not accessible no more, that they have to find a way to get more money to buy something. So for that, I'm not a fan of that, but I say I understand business too. So, you know, there's that. But like I said, I just don't like that aspect of it.
It's sad because I mean, teach his own. Y'all gotta make y'all money.
For sure.
I feel like
yeah, like I ain't never locking the hustle at all.
I feel like you can still make money.
Yeah.
You know, charge maybe $100 over the retail.
Yeah.
Maybe just $100 over. You still gonna make your money back.
Yeah.
When I see like shoes going from like, bro, they just came out and they was like, we'll say like maybe back when like, cause I remember I'm trying to think how much was the Off-White 5s when they first came out. They was like was they $250 or something?
That was 2 something.
They was 2 something, and then
Talking about the which ones? Which ones?
The
white ones or the gray ones?
They was different prices.
No, I'm just.
Well,
Well,
I'm looking
they're
at
the same. They're probably the same.
because the I really wanted the beige joints.
Okay.
And see anytime somebody said they got them or they had it hurt my heart. But
I had those. I let them go because I just didn't love them on my feet. But I did have those.
I really, but I'm not paying $700.
No, I wouldn't pay $700.
I'm not like, and that's what really gets me. It's like, bro,
Yeah.
I know whoever got that shoe, you got a whole bunch of other shoes that you probably made so much money off of. You don't need to be selling that for that price. You can literally, so that's what kind of throws me off. And I understand, like, I know it's athletes and people out there that, or people that just have a lot of money that are in a search for certain shoes, and they would put a price.
They don't pay that premium.
They would pay it
because they can.
Exactly. So as long as it's those people out there, then it's gonna be people putting numbers up there on certain shoes. But it's just like, man, I look at like some like sneaker store like kind of resale videos, and it's like, bro, they'll buy a shoe and they're probably gonna sit on it, and it's probably not gonna sell. So then y'all have to like donate it, or like you gotta go find somebody to buy the shoe.
Yeah.
Bro, so why go through all that and just put it at a decent price, and it's gonna sell.
Yeah.
So it's kind of crazy because it's annoying. I remember like some years ago I went into, I forget what store it was, like Foot Locker. I went and get some Bordeaux 7s.
Yep.
I was able to try it on a size 12 and then try it on 11 and a half. Yeah. No issue.
Yeah.
I didn't even know they came out that day. But I think I had just got out of basic training.
Okay.
And so I didn't know what was going on in the world.
Yeah.
But that's my favorite shoe. I said, what? These came out? Man, I got me my 11 and a half. I was good. Bro, nowadays, I don't know if people care about 7s, but let a Bordeaux 7 come out now. I feel like people gonna try to resell that bad boy. It's gonna go crazy. Like, I don't know though. So it could be maybe the market is for certain shoes.
Yeah.
So
I mean, the market, I feel like it's kind of changed now. Post COVID, it's kind of died down a bit. So it's a little bit more of I would say a level playing field. Because you got to think like it's things that are sitting now that maybe 2-3 years ago wouldn't have sat. Like dunks wouldn't have been sitting 2-3 years ago.
That is true.
retro Jordans wouldn't have been saying 2-3 years ago. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of those are sitting now. But that's also things are changing. You know what I'm saying? People's tastes are shifting more to your dad's shoes, quote unquote. You know what I'm saying? Like your Asics, your New Balances, your Sauconys, you know, things of that nature. So that kind of puts Jordan to me at a disadvantage to an extent. But I think it's beautiful too because it gives the people who really want certain shoes the opportunity to get those shoes.
All right, so you told me your first shoe. So what's the favorite shoe
My favorite
of
shoe?
all time? So give me favorite shoe of. I'm gonna keep it fair. Give me favorite shoe of all time,
Okay.
and I switch things up too. So if your favorite shoe of all time is different than your favorite shoe right now, give me your favorite shoe right now.
So when people ask me this question, I'll say, "Are we saying just my hands down favorite shoe?" Because it's different. My favorite shoe and my favorite silhouette could be two different things.
Oh, okay. All right,
So,
now we gotta. Oh, I never thought about that.
So it's just
Damn.
like
So, all right, that's a good one. All right,
I'm just
both.
Both. Okay. All right. My favorite shoe of all time, True Blue Jordan 3s
Okay.
of all time, without question. I could wear that shoe. You could give me 10 pairs of those, and I could be good for the rest of my life. Like I could wear that shoe with so many different things without any hesitation. I love that shoe. I wanted the 2018 pair, but I'm not paying resale. I'm not. I missed out on it when it dropped. I'm not paying resale though, because it's like 400.
Yeah, I was just thinking that they almost.
I'm not.
My size hit about 5.
Yeah, I'm not. I refuse.
Yeah.
Favorite silhouette though is actually more than one. I'm not gonna limit it to one, but I love Air Max 1s,
Okay.
3s, 4s, Jordan 15s actually. A lot of people don't break up the 15s. I enjoy the 15s. I've never had a pair, but I just like what they've done with those. Let's see what else from a silhouette. Oh, Gel Light 3s. Love ASIC Gel Light 3s. I know a lot of people probably, unless you're really into shoes, you might not have you don't even know what a Gel Light 3 is. But love Gel Light 3s. Love New Balance 998s. And those are probably off the top, those are my favorite silhouettes. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so.
My favorite shoe is a Bordeaux 7.
Yeah. It's funny. You speaking on Bordeaux 7s. I had the original pair as a kid, and I had the first retro. I actually still had the first retro, but I had the original pair as well. Well, I had the original pair as a kid when they first dropped.
See, I didn't have them.
So that one's special. That's special.
That was the first. I want to say I want to say that was probably my first, maybe like over $200 like shoe that I brought with my own money. It wasn't like I got this money from like Christmas or anything, not a birthday. Like this was like, all right, I worked for this, I got this.
Yeah.
So I had brought those. Then I went, because I think that was like 2015, and then I went and I brought another pair, and I had like 4 pairs of them joints. But like the 2015, and then the ones with the gray bottom, the gray and black bottom.
They dropped them in I think 11.
That's
what. Yeah, they did 11 and they came back with the 15. Because I had my thing, the 15 a little bit different than the 11. Because I got the 2011, because I was the 2011 the first retro.
Yep, and those I love those more than the 15 because just that bottom just itself was just clean for me.
For sure.
And I ain't gonna lie, I loved having both of them. Yeah. And I don't know what it is. I always end up having if I like, man, obviously I'll get a Jordan and I'll if I love it, I'll wear the heck out of it. Yeah. But then next time it come out, I need to get another pair because I ain't gonna lie. I wore these. This one I had got these when I was working at a sneaker store. Yeah. So I was wearing these to work, every day. I'm not doing too much, but I'm wearing these to work. So I put a lot of miles on these, and I was looking for another pair, but like you said with the True Blues, bro, them boys was taxing, man. I had somebody tell me 600, and I was like, hey, look, I can't even do that, because when I got these, it was after the 2018. I got these and another pair of Bordeaux 7s. Now, they was trying to ask for like, shout out to my guys. They was asking for like maybe 400 plus for each, but I talked them down to get them for like 600 for both pairs. So I wasn't really. I felt like that was a good deal because I dropped that down from like 8 something to let me just get it to 6. So I mean, it wasn't too bad. It was worth it. But I ended up selling those 7s because I just wanted the gray bottom joints. It's just something different. So,
For sure.
Yes, my favorite silhouette. Not gonna lie, Air Max 97. Just that.
I ain't mad at 97.
That mug so clean. It's and I ain't gonna lie, like
Reflective print.
what irritates me is just when they drop some of the colorways because it doesn't do the silhouette justice.
For sure.
But that's a go-to. I think that's really, man, those two is go-to. And I ain't gonna lie, the Spiritans. I like retro Nike, like back vintage Nike, bro. That's when they was in a bag. I don't care too much for the newer models. That's why I just try to, unless they just releasing some, old school joint. I'm not gonna lie. I just seen the undefeated Spiritans. I don't know if when they coming out, but they was a good color.
For sure.
But just OG silhouettes, I love them. Newer ones, it depends on the colorway. But that's really it for my favorite shoes. Right now, do you have a favorite shoe right now? Like
right now?
Go-to?
Nah, bro, cause I've been honestly thinking about downsizing. So, but favorite like go to right now, I don't think I have a specific. I know I was wearing my P6000s real heavy at a point. Actually no, I do. I go to the Velvet Brown Travis Scott lows ones. Those would be my favorite right now.
Anybody right now, you think got a really good shoe?
A really good shoe?
Yeah. And it could be
as a signature or just a collab.
I was just want to say, let's do signature. But see, I'm trying to think who. Yeah, because we got a couple rappers that have signature shoes. We just talked about Trav. So just like signature shoe. Who you think got a really good one? Eric, I think he had shoe of the year last year.
Yeah.
So I mean, it is a great shoe. I ain't gonna lie.
I think I like the lows better than the highs though. Me personally.
Okay.
Yeah, they run narrow though, so you got to go a half size.
So obviously you got some.
Nah, I just tried to girl. I haven't bought one yet. It's a great price point by the way too.
How much are they?
I think 115, 130, something like that.
Adidas and shout out to Adidas and not gonna lie, Nike too, because when they first released most of these shoes, they do be great price points.
I mean, yeah, say first joint.
Yeah, they always be great. Like I remember the PGs.
Yeah.
Man, we was at like 115, 120. Yeah. So I remember having like some Pegasus joints. I don't remember what number.
Because D-Book joints is still 130, I believe.
And I'm waiting for them. How do you feel about those?
About D-Books?
Yeah.
I think it depends on colorway.
And please, Nike, I wish y'all could like drop the PE colorways.
Yeah, like the Sedonas are really, really good.
Those are good. Great.
Those are really good.
And I feel like this year, because I feel like last year they dropped a couple that was like, okay, those good.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie, I need to double check and see it because I seen a Forrest Gump colorway.
Mm-hmm. That just came out.
So they already came out. So I need to check on those. I need to see where I can get those at.
Yeah.
But that's a good colorway. I feel like this year, I feel like they might be looking at what people are saying on the social media. So I think they might be dropping out some good colorways this year. So I'm excited to see what he got going on. My favorite signature would probably be the Jason Tatum's, the newest joint.
You like the newest ones?
I like the twos
better than I like the ones he was
The twos? Now the twos was cold,
Yeah,
but it's something about these colorways with these.
I mean, the colorways for sure.
And I just like that blockage.
Yeah.
So I don't know like what it is about that, but I think he got a really good shoe. I think it might be hard to actually make certain colorways with the blockage. So we'll see what they do with that. I know you said you got a lot of shoes and you're trying to downsize.
Yeah.
So right now, if you know, how many shoes do you have?
And it's crazy because a lot of people, I tell people the number and some people will be like, that's crazy. And I'm like, listen, I know people that got enough shoes. They don't have to wear the same shoe twice in 1 year. So it's just like, I don't feel like I'm that so far gone, to be honest with you. But I think it's like, might be like 80 or something like that.
Okay.
I think, yeah, give or take, around 80.
Nah, I definitely understand that. I had to downsize. I had to downsize, man. And it's a process because you like, man, like you just grow a bond with some shoes.
Yeah.
And I'm the type of person, I don't buy shoes just because everybody else buy them.
1,000%.
I'm gonna buy it because it's probably some history to it.
Sure.
It might be just I know who designed it or like the brand that they collab with. I really like that brand, or it's just something that like I just really enjoy.
Right.
Other than that, man, it was just like, and I think that's why I think I was finding like a whole bunch of like phone posits, random collabs that like I just had, and I was like, all right, these were cool. I probably wore these like twice.
Yeah.
Didn't wear them in 3 years. All right, let them go.
For sure.
So I probably donated a couple of them. A good bit I donated actually. Some I gave away to like people I knew.
Yeah.
Some of them I sold. So it was a process. And I ain't gonna lie, like some of the ones that I had like a bond with. I don't know if people grow bonds with their sneakers, but I used to check up on the people that I had gave them to be like, hey man, how's the shoes? Like they still good? Yo, so I used to really be like, hey, you gotta make sure you treat them right, man. You gotta treat them like how I would, cause like I said, like I probably wore them like twice in 3 years and they still look perfect. You probably got them worn like 5 times and dogged them. Like I could have kept them.
Nah.
So I know you said you've been traveling as far as like you're not originally from here.
No.
You feel like any other places kind of influence like your sneaker influence?
Yeah, man. Like I said, up top, so New York just being what New York is, there's definitely an influence there. West Coast too, so LA, for sure. I think I kind of try to mix the two, and just do it like that. I mean, back in the day, it's probably more southern than anything. You know what I'm saying? Because we just had, and not saying we don't, but we had just such a big influence in our crazy brand back when I was coming up in high school with the polos and the plaid shorts. It was insane. You had to be there. But now, like I said, where I'm at now is kind of like a mixture between, like I would say, like a little bit of New York, a little bit of California. I'm trying to put them together and just make it work for myself. Because I love a good coat. Love a good coat. Love a good flannel. You know what I'm saying? I love layers. If you know me for real, you know that I love layers. I love the cold time, weather time. Not being cold, but the ability to put on things so I'm not cold. Like I love that. So yeah, but I love like what I see people out there in the West do with just different things from a short standpoint to, you know, the way their weather's set up. They can wear hoodies in the summertime and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So like if you see me, even though I'm in the South, you might see me with a hoodie on and shorts, and then be like, bro, it's like 95 degrees outside, and I'm just like, I'm inside all day, so it doesn't really affect me. But yeah, so like I said, I think it's a combination of just really two coasts, but up top and then California, but just just to make it even more specific, like I remember I had a family reunion when I was 16 in New York, and I met some of my cousins, and at that time I wasn't wearing Dunks, and I was just asking them like different shoes that they were wearing, and it was like Dunks, and then that's kind of what started the Dunks for me. So like 2007 it started Dunks, you know what I'm saying, and then it just kind of graduated from there. I'm not big on Dunks as much now, just because of the run that they've had and just how people kind of just ran off with it. It's pairs that'll come out and I'm like, all right, this is a good pair, but it's just like they had just such a crazy surge that it kind of was just like, yeah, I'm cool off this. I don't want to wear what everybody else is wearing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I remember when I had the Pandas when they were super hard to get. Like super, like I had them early, so like people would be like, bro, how did you get them? I was like, off of Nike.
The first release, when you didn't know that they were gonna keep on re-releasing them.
The very first, I had them early, so it's just like people was like, how you getting them? And then it just became a thing where everybody wanted Pandas, and then the resale on Pandas was crazy.
Bro, I was about to say, Pandas. I saw my size go to like over 300, and I said, whoa.
Nah, for sure, it was insane. Like it was. It was insane. That shoe came through in a way that I was not expecting that shoe to come through. But
Whoa.
It got pushed for sure.
And I ain't gonna lie, if like when I first moved here, it was like 2018 maybe. I don't remember when I first moved here, but I had like De La Soul, SBs,
It's a good pair.
They tried to say it was like the East versus West Coast pack with like a Biggie and Tupac joint. I had the Biggie's, it was like an all denim joint, and it had like it looked like a Chap logo, but it was like a Nike like made some little crest thing just to like kind of mimic that. So I had like just random like SBs that was just kind of like, you know, they was some gems.
Yeah.
And nobody was wearing Dunks. Like people be like, "What are those? Those are hard." I'm like, you don't know what SB like? Y'all wear those out here? Yeah. And everybody's like super on Jordan. Sneakers. I think it brings a lot of people together.
For sure.
Like you said, just going to your family reunion and them wearing Dunks and putting you on Dunks. And then, you bringing that to a whole different place that probably didn't even think about Dunks.
Nah, because they were sitting on shelves.
See? So it's I like stuff like that.
Yeah.
I remember when I lived in Alaska.
Alaska's crazy, but alright.
Bro, it's a long story. It was, bro, I couldn't get any shoes. I couldn't get any shoes because you got a Foot Locker out there. But I don't know what it is about sneaker stores in Alaska, but they don't send the heat to Alaska. They don't send anything good to Alaska. I don't know if they think that people don't like wearing sneakers in Alaska. But that was the worst time where when I say like I didn't want to have to pay. I didn't order shoes too much from when I was in Alaska because the shipping was crazy.
I believe it.
Then the tax was wild.
I believe it.
So it was just like, all right, let me not do that. But when I'm going to like Foot Locker and stuff, what's those Jordans? Jordan Futures? You remember those?
The 11s. They look like the 11s.
The boneless 11s.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had a pair. I had a pair. I might have had 2 or 3. Hold up now. At the time, I wasn't able to get what I needed and what I wanted. So I said, hey, hold up now. They was I don't even want to talk about it no more. Because now that I think about it, I had the colorways that was inspired by the 11s.
Yup.
So
I remember the Futures. That's crazy.
And we all got bad sneaker moments, all right? That honestly, that's the only time where I can say I had a bad sneaker moment.
I feel that.
That's all. Listen.
What?
Have you had any
bad sneaker moments? A couple. They ain't documented though.
Let's document it. Talk to me. Give me one.
when I was in high school, let's see, should I even say? When I was in high school, it was a guy by the name of Gray Eyes, right? So if you watching this, you know what's up. So I had got a pair of threes from him, right? But keep in mind, the threes ain't had the elephant print. It was like a black suede, but I thought that was so player, bro. I thought it was so player. And then like as I just kept growing up, well not even growing up because I was like in high school, I was like, hold up, these ain't even real. But they was fly though. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. But like I said, it's not documented. So if you don't know, you don't know.
I wish I could see that. But if I'm not mistaken, I think I know who you're talking about.
It was fire red. It was fire red threes too at that. But it was like super black suede. They ain't had no elephant print or nothing on them. But it was player though.
I want to see what that looked like.
It was fire. It was like a luxury vibe. I feel you. It like
'Cause I feel like it'll be. Yeah, I feel like that'll be like that's different.
The concept was fire.
That's
You know, I heard, but yeah. So that's one. I mean, I got like I said, I got a couple, but that's one for real that I remember vividly because I ended up me and my boy, my bro, we both had like fake joints and we ended up burning them just out of respect.
okay.
You know.
Now and shout out to Green Eyes because that's out here, right?
Gray Eyes.
Gray Eyes.
Yeah, I don't know. I hope bro's doing well wherever he's at. I don't know where he is, but yeah.
I feel like somebody when I first moved here, a lot of people used to get shoes from him.
Nah, for sure.
So shout out to the plug.
Shout out to Gray Eyes.
Because he really has some you know.
I feel like Gray Eyes is influential, bro. Like I don't know if they're ever gonna speak on it, but like a lot of those colorways back in the day that weren't like Nike joints then are things that they've made
now.
So
yeah. You said Gray Eyes?
Gray Eyes.
So shout out Gray Eyes. Gray Eyes really, Nike really need to find Gray Eyes and get them in the lab. That's it. That's it. Actually, since we talk about lab, you ever, because I know a lot of people, and I don't think people really think about doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Nike ID.
Yep.
You ever did it?
Yeah, I got a pair of Roshis. Customized. Fire. You ain't never seen them before.
Can you send me a picture so I can fit it in?
Yeah.
So we gonna see some Roshis and
Pendleton pattern. Yeah, fire. Yep. 2013. Yep.
yo. So and you still got them?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I need to see these. So Roshis, I remember when they had a great run. Oh man, that was amazing.
It's terrible for your body, but had a great run.
Oh, I sprained my ankle twice in some Roshis.
Yeah, it's terrible for your body, bro. But
yeah.
Just for like if you're trying to do physical activities, like just everyday lifestyle, cool. But physical activities, nah.
I learned my lesson on that one.
Nah, for sure. I got a Nike ID pair for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
That when it came in, because the thing is with Nike ID, if y'all ain't never did nothing off Nike ID, it don't come with like the label that say size and all that on it. It's just a black box, and it say Nike ID on it.
Time where like people gonna really look back at Roshis and be like, they had a great run.
Nah, I mean, like I post them on my Instagram sometimes whenever I do wear them because I don't like that. I'm just like, yeah, if you wasn't around for that era, hey man, it was crazy, bro. I remember they was doing like the Red October joints, like going nuts, like it was everywhere, bro, like insane. It was filthy out here, bro. I know Nike made a lot of money off of that.
Bro,
I know they did.
So much money. Now, since you said the Red Octobers, did you see the Nigel Sylvester joints?
Oh, the brick?
Yeah.
Yeah, brick by air. I mean, well, not brick, but brick by brick.
Yeah.
Bike air, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Man, how you feel about those?
As a person who rides a bike, I get it, bro. I mean, I had the Nigel, what's it? Is it Grandma's Driveway?
Okay, you got
so I got the green ones.
Okay.
I don't know if that's grandma. Forgive me if I'm, because I know it's two different joints. The gray ones and the gray ones is grandma's driveway. The
and that's a
ones,
fence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The green ones I forgot. I can't think of
I don't
what
think
names are right now. But I got a green pair.
But them joints, yeah.
I ride a bike too, so that's why it kind of means a little bit more.
I rock with that because I ain't gonna lie. I think with Nigel, before he got the Jordan deal, I was watching. I was watching like I don't know what I was. I was on Instagram and I was watching like a whole bunch of skateboard videos.
Yeah.
And I'm swiping, and then he popped up, and he did something crazy. So then I clicked on him, and bro was in the city just doing like going hard. So I started following him.
One of them ones for sure.
Yo, crazy. Then I started seeing like cause I think he always wore Jordans regardless.
Yeah. He rides in Jordans more than anything else for sure.
Then I
It's
saw
not exclusive.
Then I saw he got signed by them, and I was like, I was watching him from when he first dropped the one. I should have sold them.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, I'm hurt. I sold them.
I wouldn't mind a pair of those. I'm not paying resale though for those.
That's it. I can't pay resale. I can't unless I get like super wealthy.
I wouldn't mind an airship either, but I don't know what the resale is on that either, but it's probably crazy.
Yeah, they going crazy. But I ain't gonna lie, I miss the green joints because I don't know. I used to be so busy working and like nowadays it's really like I'm not gonna say I passed on, like you said, passing on more than you cop.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just at an age where like it's not there anymore. Like I'm not about to. Oh, I need this shoe. I'm about to wake up and set my alarm and do this. No, I'm like, hey, look. If I got time to go to the sneaker store and if I see they in there, great. Like when I seen the Negos and I was like, oh, well we can get my side, man. Let's do it, man. So I mean, stuff like that, great. But if it's another good shoe will come out sometime later.
1,000%. Like one of the homies always say to me, bro, they ain't gonna stop making shoes. It'll be another shoe. So it's like with that mindset, it kind of puts you in a different space. Like I don't have a fear of missing out. Because even if I do miss out, I know I can still get it. I just might have to pay a premium, but it's still accessible. So,
exactly.
But like I said, I love the Nigels, man. Especially since I'll be riding a bike. So those are special. So when the fours drop, I'm copping those too.
You feel like it's a silhouette you would want to see him do?
Because he's done ones, he's done the 4RMs, he's doing fours now. Because I follow a couple different bikers. They really biking anything, bro. Different things, different shoes give different type of grip, but they really be biking in anything. But a shoe that I would want to see him do, I probably would, and I don't know if people, I'm gonna say two things. I wouldn't mind seeing him do an Air Force One, just off the strength of him being from New York. I wouldn't mind seeing him do an Air Force One. But another shoe that I feel like he would go crazy with, because he's done an airship too. So he's done an airship, he's done a Jordan 1. I think he's supposed to do a Jordan 1 low this year, if I'm not mistaken. I know he's doing a 4, he's done a 4RM. A shoe that I would really want to see him do from a Jordan standpoint, because I think they're on Jordan 39 now. He's not going that high. Maybe. Because I don't know if they would let him do a 17.
Ooh, I wasn't even thinking. But see, I wasn't thinking of that far because
Or 16.
Do they let any? I don't think they do any collabs with people past.
I mean, they do. It's just not a lot. Like, cause I think Soulfly has a.
They had a 16.
16 or 17. One of
It was one of them. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I think because it's a high. I think it's a 17 high. Or it might be the low. One or two. But yeah, they don't really be doing. I mean, but you gotta think they don't really come past. Like,
but Soulfly been with them for
sure.
like
for sure.
Yeah.
But I would love to see him touch something that don't get touched.
I want to see him do an 8.
That'd be cool.
I feel like, and he do that little
like a regular 8 or a low top 8.
Ooh, him doing a low top 8 might be insane, bro. I'm thinking that little check that he put on a toe, on an 8. I ain't gonna lie, that's gonna hit.
Yeah, for sure.
And then now that you said a low 8, I can only see. Now I can think about it, man. A green, bro, and man. Nigel, hit me up. We got work. We gotta get to work because a all green 8 with a little bit of black and white accents, just like the RMs.
I think he could kill a 5 too.
Oh yeah, if he do,
I
bro,
think he could kill a 5.
damn, he about to be in his bag.
For sure.
I
I say brick by brick, I built this.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
he about to, he really about to go
Yeah,
on.
man.
Like,
Shout out to Nigel, man.
Shout out to
Nigel
the guy.
Sylvester, bro. Appreciate you, dog. You inspiring a lot of black kids to ride bikes, bro. So thank you, bro.
bro, about to have me out here on a bike for real, man.
Hop on, bro. I got one.
I said I wanted to get a little BMX joint.
Just get all your gear, bro. Don't be like me. I still ain't got a helmet yet.
And I got the little river walk right there, so I'm like,
bro. Just be smart with it, like I said, and don't put your phone in your pocket when you're riding, because if you fall, your phone might crack.
oh, wait, where you put your phone at? You carry
You
a
can
bag or
get
something?
I mean, I typically have my stuff in my pocket, but you can get it's a frame bag, so you can get a bag for your frame. Just put it in there.
Okay.
Cause I did a trick. I was jumping off a curb and I ended up falling. And I had my phone in my pocket and cracked it back.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, cause I done cracked my phone just hitting it on the side of the table.
It is what it is. Chalk it up to the game.
Damn. So how long you been
Biking?
Yeah.
Almost coming up on two
Okay.
years.
That's not bad. So what made you want to get into bike?
Honestly, it's something that I always wanted to do. I've always been a fan of it. Like I grew up thinking BMX and freaking X Games and Dave Mirra and Tony Hawk were the coolest things in the world.
Yes, sir.
I had little hand skateboards and little hand bikes. I had all of that. But I just got to a point where I just knew I had the money, and I just was seeing it on my timeline, and I saw what Nigel was doing and know his story. It's like, bro, I can do that too. So I just was like, I'm gonna go get a bike, and I just kept telling myself I was gonna get a bike. I was trying different bikes around the area, just to get the feel for it, like not realizing, because I've had bikes as a kid, but I haven't had a real BMX bike. So
Okay.
like the BMX bike you might get out of Walmart and the actual legit BMX brand, different, bro. And that's no slight. It's just like they're different. Like, cause the BMX bike I got is way lighter than what I would have had as a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then like a legit BMX, but like people that really ride a BMX bike, they don't ride with brakes either. You know what I'm saying? Like they no brakes at all. Like I have one brake, but I'm not at the level to where I can take that off. But yeah, when we get there, we'll get there. But yeah, they don't ride with brakes at all.
Cause he do be stopping with his feet.
Mm-hmm.
Yo,
So
yeah.
You either gotta put your foot in the back pedal. I mean, not the back pedal, but on the back tire.
Yeah.
Or you gotta like stop like this, like put your
Okay.
feet on the ground. So yeah, but I'll ride with one brake. But like it's a real, like legit BMX body that's really in the street with it, no brakes.
I need that brake, man.
Nah, for sure. Listen, bro, save lives, bro. Because listen, them joints is lighter and they move. They move, bro. Like if you're moving, coming down a hill or something, they move, bro. They move.
So
I've had to throw my bike a couple times.
I definitely understand that. I'd have been a kid on the hill,
On
bro.
the bike, bro. Like I done came around a curb and I didn't realize how low I was, and I done hopped off the bump the bike. When I first got it, I used to try to, man, I don't want to mess it up on this. It was like, nah, it's meant to take a beat.
Yeah, okay.
Third bike.
Them J's, yeah, they definitely be making some good material.
For sure.
What sneakers you normally like biking?
Biking, Dunks.
So that's your go-to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dunks.
Is it
just
any
regular
color?
Dunks right now? I want to get into I want to do SBs because they got better cushion, way more, they're thicker. So I want to get into SBs, but right now I ride in basically, it's a black, it's a canvas Dunk I got. It's black, but I got it because I feel like it could take a pretty good beating and not look crazy.
Yeah.
Because I want to ride in my Nigels, but it's like with the resale value, yeah. I might go do like a little stroll in them.
But you ain't about to really do
trying
no
to drive
tricks.
crazy. Bruh. Nah, even though that's what they for, it's just like, that one's special to me. So it's like, yeah, if I got another pair, or if I got the gray pair, okay, yeah, I'll ride in the gray pair. I don't care. But like the fact that I just got my one green, but yeah, Dunks is typically the thing that I ride. Is what I ride in. I was gonna try to do Vans. I'm not a Vans guy. I tried them on though. Shout out to Vans though. There's no slight. I just when I tried them on, it's just like, yeah,
You don't like how they feel? Or
Yeah.
you just-
Well, one, I'm not flat-footed, bro. So
Okay.
you know, Vans is flat. So
Yeah.
it's just like, so there's that. But I mean, I'm more Nike than anything else. Like majority of my closet is Nike. Not saying I wear other things, so but majority of my closet is Nike. So it just was easy for me to get a pair of Dunks and just
Get you. We're gonna see. All right. So since you can't get the Vans, we're gonna see about Converse. Converse and Nike. We're gonna see if they got something for you, man.
Yeah, for sure.
They might have. No, like Converse now. What's I don't even know what are some BMX brand.
Far shoes?
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. Like a lot of, cause a lot of brands they make skate,
Yeah.
so it's not specific for biking.
Right.
So a lot of people who bike just go skate.
Okay.
But like you said, a lot of the guys I follow that bike, they riding whatever.
Okay.
Like I've seen Billy Perry, who's in New York. He's rode a New Balance. You know what I'm saying? I've seen Jaren, who rides bikes. He's rode a Year 3. So it's like. Yeah, they really be wearing that whatever, bro. To be honest with you,
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, what
Nah,
I'm
that's
saying?
tough. That's tough. I feel like that's a different culture. It's a good vibe. Especially like just being on. I feel like that's. I ain't gonna lie. Now I really might have to look into getting a bike because I feel like that's definitely a good break away from things to
Nah,
really
for
just.
sure. I mean, it makes me feel like it's speaking to my inner child, for real. Like realistically, because when I got it, my dad was like, I kept telling him I was gonna get a bike. He's like, no, you have to get a bike. I said, bro, I'm gonna get a bike. He's like, why you wait till you 30 plus to want to ride a bike? And I was like, cause that's just what I want to do. Like, it ain't no rhyme or no reason. It's just like I just wanted to do something different, and that's what I set my mind on. So that's what we doing. But yeah,
Nah, that's real. Cause it's a guy I follow on Instagram.
Shout out Forrest. Forrest be tripping. I don't even know if that's his name, but bro, he rides a little BMX bike, and he said, I think he started doing that not too long ago. So he's funny because he brought a bike and he be riding it randomly all through the night and stuff.
yeah,
And like I said, I mean, I live in a good. It's not too far from downtown.
yeah.
So I wouldn't mind summertime, man. If I'm just chilling, just to get out, late night ride. So I mean,
That's
that's
a good thing, bro. Like I said, it's good cardio for sure.
keep you young.
Yeah, nah, for sure. It works a good amount of your body. So yeah, it's just you just gotta get out there and do it. Like it's one of them things. Like I didn't have no type of person to be like, yeah, to point me in a way. It's like, nah, I really just been figuring it out on my own. So it's just like, shout out to you two. Just really just putting the pedal to the joint and just figuring it out for real. But it's a fun thing, bro. It's a challenge. I think, especially being older, it's a bit more of a challenge because I don't think people realize how much technique goes into doing certain tricks. Like it's really technique based.
Mm-hmm.
Like you know what I'm saying? It really is technique based, and you have to do certain things a certain way for tricks to turn out the way that you feel like they should turn out.
And you really got to be like I don't think a lot of people realize like skateboarders and BMX. You got to be like, and you can't just be like sloppy. I'm no offense to anybody, but you got to like be in some type of shape to really do that because
for sure.
you not only like trying to lift yourself up,
Yeah.
but you lifting like this bike. But like sometimes people don't know to go to the right certain places. So now you got a heavy bike.
Yeah.
That's not as light as it could to make it easier.
Because I remember when I was test riding a bike, not too far from here, actually on 5 Points, and I was trying to do something and it lifted up so quickly and I didn't realize how light it was. Like it's just a whole different thing. Like you got to get adjusted to the weight of it, and just when you're trying to do certain things, like just how much it can be manipulated. You know what I'm saying? It's like poetry for real.
So if right now, because if right now comparing yourself, like you biking, you've been on this for a little minute. We 2 years in.
Yep.
Are you will we say like you kind of average, or like you might be a little above average? You might be doing something.
Average, bro. I ain't doing nothing crazy, bro. Like
You not. Man, I don't even want to say. All right, so Lil Wayne, shout out to Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne been skateboarding for like a good minute.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne, shout out to Lil Wayne. I love you, Lil Wayne. One of the greatest rappers of all time. Could have been the greatest skateboarder. Could have been. He probably started a little too late. Lil Wayne is he's better than what he was when he first started.
Of course,
We'll give
naturally.
him
Naturally.
that. But then you see some people who like kind of progress a lot faster.
Yeah.
So
Their learning curve is different.
yeah. Would you say you Lil Wayne, or would you say you a little bit above Lil Wayne?
Respectfully, I mean, I'm not gonna sit there and make me out to be whatever. I guess I could say I'm about where Wayne is. You know what I'm saying? Not have that had it as long as he's had too. So there's also that, you gotta keep that in consideration. But it's really a challenging thing, bro. Like, I don't think if I was younger, I think it might have come to me at a different curve.
Okay.
But because I'm older, it's like, and I don't have anybody that's out there guiding me. So it's just like a lot of it is
That's
just going
playing part
off
too.
of, okay, what I think I'm doing, what I'm saying, am I doing X, Y, and Z right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there's that, and like I said, it's not the easy.
Oh.
It's not easy, bro. Like, especially if you, because like I said, I'm not out here with like full on. Like, if I had all the gear I needed as far as helmet, pads, and stuff like that, I probably would be at a whole nother level because I wouldn't care about falling.
Okay.
It's just like I care about falling because at the end of the day, I still have things that I need to do. So
Safety
me
first.
just taking L's on a bike
You can't-
right now is not
And
it's not, you know what I'm saying? So it's partially my fault that I'm where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? I have to do what I need to do to get the things that I need so I can let go a little bit more, be more freer, just be whatever, be able to do whatever I feel like I want to try without like not without any regards, because there's always a regard, but just with less regard to what could happen.
And you a busy man too.
Yeah, cause I fell off I told you, I done fell off my bike, bro. I done definitely taken bruises with my bike already, bro. Them joints hurt. Not gonna hold you. But I get it. The thing about it, the crazy thing about falling though, is you would think it'd be like, all right, I done fell, I don't want to do this no more. It make you want to do it
Get back.
more. It's the craziest thing. Like you fall, you're like, all right, let me get back up on it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
So now like, and that really got me wanting to get a bike and really get out here and do some stuff.
Sure.
And I wouldn't even worry about falling. I think my biggest thing is trying to do something. And I guess you got to make sure you're in the area where there's nobody, you know, in it around. I don't want to hit
It
somebody.
depends on what you're trying to do.
Okay. All right. I just didn't want to be hitting people.
It depends on what you're trying to do. Because it's a lot of tricks out there, bro.
That is true.
So it just depends on what you're trying to do. But yeah, like
I'm gonna look into that. I never
it's a thing, bro. Because it's like I see Nigel do something, and I'm like, bro, that's crazy, bro. He did that's nuts.
But it's Nigel, because I'm not, and that's why I said I need to really look into it. Because I've seen Nigel, and Nigel, would he be considered like a street BMX?
Yes. 100%.
And then you got like I guess more I guess competition based BMX.
So it's like street. So he's riding street more than
Okay.
anything else. Like he can go in a park, but more than everything else, he's street riding.
Right.
And then you got people that's more like competition, more like in a park, an actual parking on vert.
got
and
random
those
okay.
type of things. Those are two different types. Cause I ride street, I don't ride park.
I never, and that's what I think.
I never seen I never watched Park. Like
Granted, that's not I don't feel like that's the right
Yeah,
term right
it's-
now. So forgive me. I don't want to offend anybody. I don't feel like that's the right term. I know it's a term for it, but yeah.
Cause
It's street riding and there's people that's not street riding.
I don't know if it's like competitive
Yeah.
biking, but I guess
It
the
is.
street would be.
It's
street
levels to
competitive?
it's levels to it all, bro. Cause it's like even with, cause you know people BMX is actually like racing though. Like
Yeah.
you got people that do just tricks and things, but like BMX stands for bicycle motocross,
Right.
so it's racing. Like if you ever go watch, cause in the Olympics it's actually an Olympic sport now. Like it's a race.
I didn't know that.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's the originator of it, but it's like it then got translated to where people are doing what they do now. So it's people that will go in parks and do what they do and compete like that, and then there's people that just be out there on the street and kind of using the world as their park.
Got
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but Nigel's street for sure, 1000%.
That's fire. That's fire. It's a dude. I remember when I worked at one of the sneaker stores. I forget where. I don't know if he was from out here, but he does the same thing.
Yeah.
And bro, be having the gloves on, and the willies, and then we like lean back. You know, touching the ground. Oh, see, my boy not playing. So yeah, you be out here. So that's how you know when Salt say he really be out here on the bike, man. He really be out here on the bike. He ain't even got the bike with him, but he ready. He ready.
I throw it on the top of the car too.
Oh, see, he don't. I didn't even see you. Man, my boy don't play.
I ain't bring it with me today, but yeah, I do. Like I throw it on. Whenever I need to take it somewhere, I throw it on the car for sure, and you'll see it.
That's a fact, because you really do got to throw it on top of the car.
Mm-hmm.
So you're right.
That's the vibe, man.
Nah, that's tough.
Thing, right? Like that's what the boys do. Like Billy Perry, who's out there in New York, he has I think you can fit 2 on his. He does that often. On the top of his Beamer, and be swerving and keep it pushing.
I found a because that's what I'm trying to find a classic BMW. And I seen one with a bike rack on it.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, this is really, because I was like, man, I want to get a bike a while ago. And I was like, man, that's the reason why I should get this and get the bike. But it was something messed up with it. I wasn't about to fix that. That was too much money.
Buy it right the first time.
Exactly.
Don't go back and add a bezel to it.
Mm-hmm. So it's already like, nah, I'm already going to have to do work to a classic BMW. I don't want to have to do too much work.
Yeah, for
but,
sure.
Nah, that's tough though. The bike rack. I feel like growing up, it's like now that we 30 in our 30s, and a lot of things kind of flip flop as far as the things that we find peace in, and some of the hobbies that we started to do now. Cause I ain't gonna lie, like, bro. I'm sitting over there. I'm reading comics. Like I'll throw the beanbag out there. I got a little stack of comics. I'm reading comics like crazy.
For sure.
And back then, I ain't gonna lie, I probably wouldn't be reading comics. I wouldn't. I would be like, bro, what am I doing?
For sure.
But that's fire to see, like, a lot of just the switch up in the growth. I look at it as growth, man.
Yeah.
Just seeing the change in us from like back then and now, and just making sure that it's a positive thing, and that's what like I was saying at the beginning of the thing, really just trying to make it a positive light, a positive outlet, just to be able to express certain things for the culture and just stuff that we like. So I mean, bro, I appreciate you for popping out.
Easy.
Chopping it up with me, man.
This is the first one, so.
This it, man. This is the first one.
I'm honored, man. I'm humbled. Thank you. Appreciate you. I can't wait to see what it grows and evolves to. You know what I'm saying? And we can look back and be like, all right, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, thank you.
We definitely. Now, look, this ain't going to be the last time.
Nah, for sure. I'll come back whenever something.
We might, look, a year from now, we might have like an anniversary.
Yeah.
Then we got to bring Salt back.
Yeah.
We might have to bring Salt back.
New music, new tunes, all that.
And I'm gonna make sure y'all can get the good tunes. I'm gonna drop it in the description.
Sure. Please.
It's on all platforms. So we're gonna make sure that if it's on all platforms, I don't care if you got Spotify, if you got Apple Music, you gonna get it. You gonna hear it. If you don't like Apple Music, you gonna hear it on something else.
For
if you don't like Spotify, you gonna hear it on something else.
For sure.
So we gonna make sure the music touch your ears.
For sure.
Appreciate y'all for watching it out.
For sure.
We out. So appreciate you. It's love.